Yeah, I like when they laugh.
That's Plies, Way Up. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Godfrey is here.
Morning.
He's on the wrong mic.
Good morning. I got two of them.
I was like, why is he so low?
Like 2 chains. I'm 2 mics. What's good? What's good, everybody? What's up, New York? What's up, USA? What's good?
What's good, everybody? And you're from Chicago, so shout out to Chicago.
Chicago. I am from Chicago, the north side of Chicago, Lane Tech High School, University of Illinois. What's good? Uptown, represent.
That's good. No, we are on in Chicago, Way Up with Angela Yee. That's a big deal. Well,
Philly, Atlanta,
New Orleans, Detroit,
all the great cities.
Memphis. Yeah, a lot of great cities.
Let's go. I go down south. I perform in the south, and I like that you're reaching all these people because they gonna come see me. We heard you on Angela Yee, the south. And I do the South.
They already know you up here. And one of your friends is going to be joining us later today. It is Wednesday, so it's Wealth Wednesday.
Yes, Wealth Wednesday. Yes.
Comedian Jon Laster.
Jon Laster, what a funny man. Just a funny man. Been doing it as long as me. Met him years, I know Jon like 20 years. He's fantastic, and he has some great stuff to talk about when
his
he gets
app.
here.
He's in the world of tech now,
yes,
and I love to see what he's been doing. This is something that benefits everyone. Well, black people, but everybody.
It's everybody.
You want to support a black-owned business. It is Black History Month, but we should be doing this all year round. All the time,
all year round. There are 12 months, guys. 12 months. And also, and February is the shortest, so we need other months, okay? I think they should have a joint month thing. They should have Black History Month continued in July because it's 31 days.
You know what's great is February is Black History Month.
Yes.
And then Women's History Month.
When is it?
March.
That's what I mean. March, you go, Women's History Month.
And then April is Asian American Pacific Islander Month.
It's like I think that.
But that's all 3 months for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's great. Yeah, you're greedy.
I got 3 months in a row, baby.
3 months.
I think it's like West Indian.
The West Indians like we want a month too.
Hold on, let me see what month it is.
Blood.
Because I feel like we got our own month also.
Okay, there's only 12 months. There's going to be Dog Month.
June.
Donut Month.
June is National Caribbean American Heritage Month. Yes, so I have February, March, April.
Wow, you are greedy. That's a Black History Month, pretty much. Caribbean, because a lot of Caribbeans, you understand, are in Black history. Shirley Chisholm was a Bahamian.
That's
you
my
had
girl
Esther
from
Rolle,
Brooklyn.
Bahamian. Kelvin Lockhart, another actor, Bahamian. Sidney Poitier, Bahamian. I mean, Kool Herc, Jamaica. A lot of Caribbeans contribute to hip hop, contribute to a lot of Black American history. That's real.
Well, we are going to shine a light, just like you just did.
Hey.
And if you want to shine a light on somebody, 800-292-5150, someone who did something positive in your life, when we come back on Way Up with Angela Yee.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Way Up with Angela Yee, 800-292-5150 if you want to shine a light on anybody. And Godfrey's here with me. And today, you're leaving us after today until next week.
Yeah, I got to go to Edmonton, Canada, the comic strip, the 9th through the 11th, but I'll be back on Sunday for the Super Bowl. And I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Until I have to go to Addison. That's Dallas. The Addison Improv. That's the 17th through the 19th of this month.
Well, can I shine a light on you?
Shine it!
I want to shine a light on my guy Godfrey for coming in here and actually showing up to help me out while I'm launching Way Up with Angela Yee. It's day 3. I appreciate you. I know your time is limited. You got a lot going on. Now you can shine a light on him. 800-292-5150. You're welcome. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Ash.
Hey, Ash.
I want to shine a light on you, Yee. I'm so proud of you for everything that you've been doing, and I'm so happy that your show has finally come to light, girl.
Me
I was
too.
literally just listening to the radio, and I'm like, when is Wake Up with Yee coming on? Because I tune into Lip Service all the time. So I'm just so happy for you, and I wish you all the best with your show.
I got to shine a light right back on you. I really appreciate you. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Tobias Hawkins.
Tobias?
Yes, Tobias.
Old school name.
Tobias, who would you like to shine a light on?
I would like to shine a light on myself for all the hard work that I'm doing in the city of Detroit. I'm into real estate. I'm a contractor as well as I buy homes in the city and refurbish them. This will be my 5th house in Detroit, Michigan. I have one on the market right now. The address is 19141 Beeland, Detroit, Michigan.
What part of Detroit is that?
East Side.
Okay, on the east
You
side.
part of the
I
D.
refurbished
She's part
homes
of the
from
D.
New Center area to the East Side, West Side, and as well as Dearborn.
Listen, you know I got some properties in Detroit too. I
Do
wish
you?
I would
I
have.
know you do. That's why I'm glad I got through. I say it's so early in, terms of your show being. I'm hoping I can get through, and I got through. And I want to congratulate you as well on your new opportunity.
Well,
And good morning to you too, Jeffrey. Godfrey, I'm sorry.
You like an old man. Okay, Jeffrey.
His name
I'll
is
see you later, Gregory. Take it easy, Jeffrey. All right, brother. Okay, I'll see you, Toby. Oh, it's Tobias. My fault.
Thank you, Tobias.
He's from the D. Represent Detroit. I'm from Chicago, like sister
Right
cities.
there, yeah.
The D represent. That's what's up, Midwest.
All right now. Good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Kim from Brooklyn. Hey, Angela.
Hey, Brooklyn. What's up, Kim?
Yes, I really just want to shine a light on. I have two sisters. Like, these last 3 years have been really rough. I can totally relate with not wanting to be with the man, like what Amber Rose said. Like, I really understand that when you've gone through the narcissistic, the real relationship, and to have people, like, really hold you down, I have to shine a light on my blood. Like, they were awesome.
What you go through, Kim?
Uh-oh.
Listen, bad relationships. When you've gone through a real narcissist and you just not be bound by those things anymore and be set free. So, like, I feel her. Like,
All right.
it's real. And when you got family, it's just nothing better to pull you through. Not keeping it, like, I'm just saying, I really felt like shining light on my sisters. They were amazing. I think you're amazing. I'm here for women empowerment.
Yes.
Like, it's just a beautiful thing when you become free and strong, and it's all love.
I love the sisterhood, like I said.
Yes.
Okay? And when we come back, we have Yeetie. We'll be talking about some iconic things that happened last night. In particular, LeBron. A lot of people shouting him out. And of course, I got to shout out my Brooklyn Nets and talk about Cam Thomas as well on Yeetie when we come back on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.
Way Up with Angela Yee by BetterHelp. It's so important to be at your best because that's when you do great things. But it's also important to know that sometimes life can get you bogged down and it can make you feel overwhelmed. I know right now, starting this new show Way Up has been really stressful for me. I'm excited, but I'm also anxious. And working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of you. There's nothing like having somebody who is a professional help you get the tools that you need so that you can benefit in life every single day. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's entirely online, so you don't even have to leave the house. It's convenient, it's flexible, and of course, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And you can also switch therapists at any time, and there's no additional charge for that. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/wayup today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/wayup.
They say it's truth in the room.
All the gossip.
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to him.
All right, and Godfrey is here with me doing Yee Tea.
Yeah.
It was an iconic night last night.
Yes, it was.
For LeBron James, he broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's NBA scoring record. He entered the game with 38,352 points. He needed 36 to overtake that record, and he finished the night with 38 points.
Yeah, he'll be like surpassing it some more. He's still playing for a while, so he'll
He's
beat
got
it by
time.
another
He's gonna-
36,000.
He's going to
King
keep
James,
it going.
his name is not King James for no reason. So congratulations to LeBron. I love LeBron James, so love watching him play. So he's great, and
It was amazing to see. Former Nike founder Phil Knight waited outside the news conference area to have a moment with LeBron as well. And
Thanks for making me all this money, buddy.
and his son Bronny James walked over and showed him a video of the moment that he broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's career scoring record. You know what else I saw on social media?
What did you see?
Savannah, his wife, and
Yes.
her outfit, and she was
Awesome team. They're an awesome team. That's
to
right.
see the
Black
whole
love.
family.
Let's
Black
go.
love. We love to see
go.
it. They've been together for so long,
Yes.
since before he was King James.
That's right.
All right, so here is LeBron in his post-game interview with Shaq, and here's what he had to say about being the GOAT.
Does this now make you the greatest player of all time? Are you now the GOAT?
I'm gonna let everybody else, decide who that is, or just talk about it. But it's great barbershop talk,
Oh,
for
no,
me,
I want to hear you say
listen,
it,
big
Bron,
fella.
Bron.
Listen, big fella.
I want to hear you say it, Bron.
Me personally, me personally,
say it with your chest, Bron.
I'm gonna take myself against anybody that's ever played this game. I know what I've brought to the table. I know what I bring to the table every single night, and what I can do out on this floor. So, I always feel like I'm the best to ever play this game. But there's so many other great ones, and I'm happy to just be a part of their journey.
Gotta feel like that.
Say it with your chest, Bron. Be
be
truthful. You know you're the greatest. Just say it. I would have said it. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Say it with your chest, Bron.
I love that we got Shaq up here right after.
I mean, what you want me to do? That's what I do. I interview people. And I think he's one of the greatest, but I think he got great because I wasn't playing, so I would have blocked a lot of his shots.
In addition to that, here is what LeBron had to say as far as how he felt when he broke the record.
Yes.
Felt like I was sitting on top of the arena tonight. I'm not sure if I would be able to feel that feeling again, unless it's like a game-winning finals shot. But it won't be a stop and play. It's just, everything just stopped, and it gave me an opportunity just to kind of like embrace it and look around and seeing my family and seeing the fans. And I probably can count on my hands how many times I've cried in 20 years. That moment was one of them when I kind of teared up a little bit. It was I can't believe what's going on.
I can't believe it.
LeBron don't cry. LeBron's like, yeah, teared up a little something. But, I knew I was going to pass him up. You know what I'm saying? I cried just a little tear.
It was a great moment, though. They was going crazy.
That's amazing. That Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record has been there for so long.
Yeah.
Because the way he scored, he had the sky hook, which was an unblockable shot. And you're like, oh, no one's going to beat this. And LeBron, who doesn't have a sky hook, who, drives through the hoop hard, that's hardcore. I still love Michael, who's my favorite. But LeBron is up there.
No, and that record was for almost 40 years. So a lot of people thought it would never be broken. Almost 40 years.
40 years. That's amazing.
Now, here is the compilation, and a lot of people were congratulating LeBron. Amongst them, Rihanna, Kendrick, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. Listen to this.
Bron, what up, dog?
I am so grateful to witness this moment in history.
Nah, this one take the cake.
Hell, congrats.
Congratulations on becoming the NBA's all-time leading scorer.
What a legendary night in NBA history.
My favorite thing about being a LeBron James fan is just watching you prove yourself over and over again against all odds and all doubt.
Since you were young, all the goals you set, you've accomplished on and off the court.
That's awesome.
Love to see it. And you know what? I got to shout out to my Brooklyn Nets, too, by the way. Cam Thomas has become the youngest player in NBA history with 3 straight 40-plus point games. So Congratulations to Cam Thomas as well.
Right? That's what's up.
Yeah, the Nets have been making the news a lot lately for many different reasons. But that's just one of them. So, again, we got to celebrate that iconic.
And that's during Black History Month, LeBron. Way to break that in the right month. Go ahead, LeBron.
You're absolutely
right.
Go
ahead.
You know what? Let's talk about something white right now.
Something white?
Post Malone. Now, he has addressed his weight loss. You don't like Post?
No,
okay.
Post Malone. Yeah, I don't really listen to him, but he's very talented. Very talented.
Man, I love that song with him and Doja. I like you. I do. That's my song. But anyway, he has addressed his weight loss. People were concerned about his health. And basically, his father dismissed those concerns and said that he's the healthiest that he's been in years, mentally and physically. And Post Malone is currently on tour with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And so people were saying it looks like he's sick, but he's not on drugs. He's not sick. He gained weight for a movie role, but now he's lost that weight because he's been exercising and has a strict diet.
My thing is, when you lose weight, everybody looks sick when they lose weight. I mean, does he look drawn in or something?
You'll see, but
okay, I'm just saying he's a chunky guy.
That is your Yeetie. When we come back about last night, we'll be talking about State of the Union with Biden on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way Up with Angela Yee.
We turning up.
Way Up.
All right. So last night was the State of the Union address.
Yes.
Godfrey, you said you don't watch these things.
I mean, I haven't because I got rid of cable, but I'm going to watch it on YouTube. I usually get the aftermath and I'll watch it again on YouTube or whatever.
The highlights.
But just to hear them heckle Biden, he's like, if you don't like it, you can check my office. I don't care if you heckle me, okay, folks?
And Donald Trump was definitely on his social media site commenting on everything.
He's a very terrible speaker. I'm very, very unimpressed. Biden doesn't know what he's talking about, people. I cannot wait to win in 2024. No one will ever heckle
Lord.
me.
Please no. But yeah, so some of the things that we heard last night, unemployment rate is at a 50-year low. Okay, and near record unemployment for Black and Hispanic workers. They've already created a lot of jobs. Another thing that he did last night was he did talk about a conversation that he had with Tyree Nichols' mother. Mm-hmm. And both of Tyree Nichols' parents were there last night, by the way. Here's what Joe Biden had to say about that.
Here's what Tyree's mother shared with me when I spoke to her. When I asked her how she finds the courage to carry on and speak out. The faith of God, she said her son was, quote, a beautiful soul, and something good will come of this. Imagine how much courage and carry that takes. It's up to us. We all want this home at night. So does everybody else out there.
I wish they would say, we have to stop killing Black people. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, please.
Because when they say everybody, I get it, but Black people, stop killing Black people. And, of course, people who are abused by cops, but mainly Black folks. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to hear.
Who are
disproportionately getting murdered. We need to do it like that. When they go everybody, then people kind of miss the point, I think.
Well,
of course, nobody should be abused. But.
Did talk more about holding police accountable. Here's what he said.
But what happened to Tyree in Memphis happens too often. We have to do better. Give law enforcement the real training they need. Hold them to higher standards. We also need more first responders and professionals to address the growing mental health, substance abuse challenges. More resources to reduce violent crime and gun crime. More community intervention programs. More investment in housing, education, and job training. All this can help prevent violence in the first place. And when police officers or police departments violate the public trust, they must be held accountable.
Yeah, that's like that. They should say they will be held accountable. You will be fired. Mm-hmm. That is it.
And you know what? And speaking of Tyree Nichols, since he discussed that, one of the police officers, Demetrius Haley, was standing over him and took pictures, and he sent those pictures of Tyree Nichols' body to other officers and to a female acquaintance.
Wow. Well,
can you imagine that? So you beat somebody up to death. And then send that picture out to multiple people.
You'll be serving ice water to the devil.
All right.
Sir, how about that?
Another thing that Joe Biden talked about during the State of the Union address last night was Social Security and Medicare. This is the part that really went viral because this is when the Republicans responded very strongly. They were booing. If you saw, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene was doing a thumbs down during this part of it. So here is what he had to say about Republicans' stance on Social Security and Medicare.
Some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority. Let me give you, anybody who doubts it, contact my office. I'll give you a copy of the proposal. That means Congress doesn't vote.
It's silly.
Well, I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion. The idea is we're not going to be moved into being threatened to default on the debt if we don't respond. So, folks, as we all apparently agree, Social Security and Medicare is off the books now.
Well, they got pissed, huh?
Yeah, he did. But everybody started calling him a liar and things like that. And so they did a whole response.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, but
disrespectful.
Listen,
hey, that's all right.
I do think it's important, though, to call people out. If they're the ones, the Republicans are the ones who are blocking this from happening and trying to take away your Social Security and Medicare, let's talk about it
Biden's
in front of everybody.
I'm not afraid. Let's go, folks. I'm ready. I'm president. That's why I'm president.
Now, newly elected governor of Arkansas, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, gave an official GOP response to that speech. And she said, I'm the first woman to lead my state. He's the first man to surrender his presidency to a woke mob that can't even tell you what a woman is. I'm confused about what that even means.
Well, her name's Huckabee. Keep it moving.
But yeah, so in case you guys missed that, those are some of the highlights from About last night. I know everybody was talking about that, especially that part about Social Security and Medicare. But I'm
going to watch it. I usually watch everything post. You know what I mean? Because when I had cable, I was CNN. I'd be watching everything. But then I was just like rid of cable.
You got rid of everything.
There was a lot of just bad stimuli. I was done. And I got my Netflix and all my other stuff, but on my streaming. But
all right, now I saw this topic. Now I know you be on social media.
Yes.
People talking about songs that they had no idea were sexual or what it was about.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people were discussing different songs. In this room, I said Little Red Corvette.
Yeah, it is kind of. Yeah, it's really slick the way they did it.
And Macarena.
I did not know Macarena.
So we'll talk more about that, but we want to hear from you guys. 800-292-5150. What are some songs that later on in life you were like, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's what they were singing about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Wow.
You gave one that you should have known. You said sexual healing. I said
Who let the dogs out?
I said, Godfrey, come on. 800-292-5150. Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Godfrey is here with me.
Yeah, what up?
What are you writing over there?
Oh, it's my supplement list.
Oh, okay. What's going on over here?
Just doing a little.
You have great handwriting.
Actually, no, and I hadn't writing.
From here, it looks nice.
My brother's is amazing.
But we were talking about songs that you did not know were about sex, and this all came up because I saw on BuzzFeed they did this whole thing, and people were weighing in. Somebody said Fergalicious.
Fergalicious? Well, it's
oral.
delicious, but it's licious. That's with the tongue.
And then I was saying a lot of dancehall songs too.
Yeah, a lot of dancehall. It's because the way they talk, you can't
like
really tell.
Heads High. You know what that's about?
Heads high, heads high. I didn't know that was
That
sexual.
does not even go like that.
Then there's another song.
You're making things up now.
No, I was just saying, I think some of them reggae artists be making things up.
No,
They're just like,
do.
boom, yeah, you're like, I didn't know that was sexual.
I love the way they can phrase things, and you're like, oh,
the
she needs
Jamaicans
more
are
wood
amazing.
for the fire. What does that mean?
The fact that that's English lets you know that black folks are incredible, because that is like English. They're speaking English.
I
you
love
know
it.
that?
And then some other songs, Rock the Boat by Aaliyah.
Rock the Boat, I figured it was. I knew it was.
Work the middle.
Work the middle. Come on.
I didn't think
They're
about
not
it
talking
at
about
the time.
the stern on the boat.
You might be thinking like, sit in the middle of the boat so it doesn't flip over.
No. Hey, watch the stern. Get the sail together. No.
But Macarena, I think in particular, was just such a fun song. All those little kids doing the Macarena.
Yo, first of all, I did not know that was a sexual song.
Yeah, listen.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena.
Hey, Macarena. Just think about all the kids doing
but that
this.
makes no sense. It doesn't even sound like they're telling a story about a lady who was messing around with some soldier. What is soldiers?
Yeah, her boyfriend is deployed with the army.
That didn't even all that. You didn't
And she ends up with two of his best friends.
But all of that in those two repeated sentences. But now
the dance makes sense.
It does. Does it?
No.
It doesn't make the dance was all simple.
But we want to see what you guys think. I know there's some songs now in retrospect you're like, that's what they were talking about. I talked about Little Red Corvette. By Prince.
Yes.
And
that was very like
he said a pocket full of Trojans, some of them used.
Some of them used. That was really like brilliant.
It's disgusting.
But it's brilliant.
A pocket full of Trojans, some of them used. But let's see what you guys have to say. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know about songs that you realize later in life. Whoa, that's what they was talking about? Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee featuring Godfrey.
Yo!
Day 3 of the show.
I don't know. Me and my yos.
Yeah, yo.
Sorry, guys. Sometimes I say just
Way
dumb
up, stand
things.
up. And we are talking about songs that we did not realize were sexual. In particular, we talked about Macarena. I was just playing Next, Too Close for You.
Well, that just was like that.
I
He came out
feel a little poke.
Yeah, he came out the box on some
yes, he did.
grimy stuff.
See that?
I wonder if she knows if I'm. That's all I said.
Dan was gonna have a heart attack just now.
No, I didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything.
I wonder.
And then he's like, "Don't stop now. You done did it."
I didn't done do nothing. He's like, "You see what you done did?" That's Steve Harvey. You see what you done did? Yeah. Now we got to cancel everything because you don't listen.
And
that's what you done did.
And remember that song by Donna Summer, "Bad Girls"?
Oh, yeah. Well, that sounded like prison prostitution, right?
Yes, but you got to think when you're a little kid, it just sounds fun.
She works hard for the money too.
I thought that was just her having a 9 to 5.
There's some that have a 9 to 5.
So you better treat her right. Are you sure?
You better treat her.
Don't make things up.
It could be. I don't know.
Just mean she works hard for the money does not have to be.
Because it went from Bad Girls if she works hard.
Anyway, we want to hear what you guys have to say about song you did not realize.
Beep, beep.
We're sexual. 800-292-5150. Good morning. Who is this?
Hey, this is Mr. Talley, the owner and founder of Sweet Georgia Gold.
Okay, what's up? What song did you want to say you didn't realize?
I did not realize the electric slide was actually about a sexual tool that superseded the rose.
It is?
About a vibrator.
Know that?
You can't feel it.
Yeah.
Electric.
Are you sure?
It's electric.
Woogie, 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 woogie.
So hard to handle. Maybe.
Wow.
Okay.
No, it's not.
I think it makes sense.
Right,
I'm
Lion.
rocking with that. The electric slide.
Electric slide.
Can we still do the electric slide?
I know.
Good morning. Who's this?
This is Crystal from the 757.
Crystal from
Seven, Virginia Beach.
So, Crystal, what song did you not
No,
realize
not
was sexual?
Cameo Candy. I mean, it's not sexual, but I didn't know that he was talking about drugs.
Oh,
Oh.
is it? Tastes like candy.
Yes.
It's like candy. I can feel it when you walk. Even when you talk, it takes over me. That's
I
drugs.
didn't realize that either.
That's
Yes,
drugs.
he's talking about cocaine.
Ooh.
It's like candy. Really?
Yes,
Ow.
y'all do research.
Sure
Yes.
looks sweet.
I guess it does take over. You can tell
One
it when
of
you
my
walk.
favorite songs.
It's like candy. Oh,
Okay.
real nice. Real
Yes, go and
nice.
look at the lyrics. Yes,
It's cocaine.
but y'all
And
have a
it's
great day.
feeling right.
Hey, what's up? We are talking about songs you didn't realize were sexual. Do you have one for us?
Yeah, a Haitian friend of mine told me the song, it go like Woo Woo Shay, I say Toi. It's supposed to be like
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
I think,
That we knew.
Isn't it like Will You Sleep With Me? Is
Sleep
that-
with me? Yeah, that Hey Sister Soul Front by Marmalade.
Yeah, and I didn't know that, but I heard that song growing up, but I didn't really know what it meant.
Oh, voulez-vous, because it's in French.
Yeah, it's a whole nother language.
That's all that
You
was.
just was walking around singing it.
Yeah, that's Patti LaBelle
Can
singing
you say
that.
that? Sing it for us one more time? I love the way he did it.
Yeah, all the black people was walking around. It wasn't just me. You know what I'm saying? And nobody know what that meant.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
I want to hear him say it. Let me hear you
Go on,
say
do
it.
it, man.
Ooh, Shay, I say soir.
He made up his own thing. Vous chez, I say soir, chez sma.
So soir.
See, that's what my man said. Oule, ça c'est soir, mais soir. Yeah, I love that song.
No, so soir. You got to put the so soir.
No, it's ce soir. You say show soir. He's like, yo, voulez chou chez chou, allez soir. I'll shine my shoes, allez voir, sme soir. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the remix.
Good morning. Who's this?
What's up, Yee? This Elroy like the Jetsons.
Hey, Elroy.
How you been? Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you. Now, what song did you not realize was sexual until later?
I didn't realize that 112 Don't You Already Know? I didn't realize how wild that was till I got older.
What song?
That joint real. 112, You Already Know?
What is
Papa coming home just to give you that stage of position, front and back.
It's obvious.
I guess I
was like
to give me that.
Yeah, but I was like 14 when that joint came out. So I
I got you.
Until I got older.
I got you.
He was talking about your girl home, selling on short for their heels and thongs. He just was solid.
I think Good Times was sexual.
Good times.
Good time. Anytime you need the payment. Good time.
That is nice.
Anytime you feel free. See, that's like. Anytime you're up from under.
All right, well, that was interesting. I think we learned a lot today.
Yes, we did.
You learned about Macarena.
I did Macarena. Did not know it was sexual at all.
All right. When we come back, we'll have Yee and we'll discuss Michael Jackson. A lot going on with him, and this involves billions on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Whoa! Yeah. I'm going all the way up. Hey. Going way up with Angela Yee.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, featuring Godfrey on the Yee T.
Yeah, what up?
And Yee T we do this 3 times a morning where we kind of give you an update on what's going on in the world of entertainment.
Yes, what's going on in entertainment?
So Michael Jackson, the director for Leaving Neverland, is upset that there's a Michael Jackson biopic coming. Dan Reed wrote an opinion piece, and he said, in an era when full-throated outrage accompanies anything that smells of delegitimization or insensitivity against a vulnerable group, it amounts to a deafening silence. No one is talking about canceling this movie, which will glorify a man who raped children.
I don't believe that.
So
I don't believe Michael did it, so I think they were just trying to take him down personally.
Now, Michael Jackson's family had criticized Leaving Neverland. They said it was a public lynching and character assassination when it came out. They said Michael's not here to defend himself, otherwise these allegations would not have been made.
Yeah. I mean, am I okay to say that? That I don't believe it?
Yeah, you can, because it's not anything that's...
I just think Michael was a very smart businessman, and he had a lot of things that they wanted, and they were upset, and so they said, let's take him down. Not unusual when a black man gets some power. They did it to Sam Cooke. They did it to a lot of people. So I don't believe that at all. And I know people who've been around Michael Jackson whenever they say Michael was a total gentleman. He was amazing. So
all right. Well,
that's how I feel.
Okay. That's fair.
Jackson. I don't believe it.
And the news of the biopic was confirmed by Antoine Fuqua, who's going to be directing it.
Antoine Fuqua. He's related to Artie.
Is he really?
Yes, he is. Distant cousin.
Artie Fuqua is a comedian.
Yes.
I didn't realize I knew they both had the same last name.
Yeah, like distant cousins. Yeah.
All right. So Antoine Fuqua did Training Day and Emancipation.
Yeah.
And Jafar Jackson, who is Jermaine Jackson's son, is going to be playing the role of his uncle, Michael Jackson.
Well, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's good. I hope it's amazing. Antoine Fuqua is a fantastic director. That's Denzel's director. That Denzel, he does all of Denzel's Equalizer, the whole nine. Antoine Fuqua is fantastic. So.
All right, and Michael Jackson's estate, they are reportedly in talks to sell half of its holdings in his music catalog. And guess for how much?
I hope $7 trillion.
Between $800 and $900 million. That is going to exceed Justin Bieber's publishing deal, which was the greatest rights sale for an artist of the Canadian singer's generation. He sold all of his artist royalties from his master recordings and neighboring rights to Hypnosis songs for a little over $200 million. So this is just half.
Is that good to do that?
It is. It is good if you can take that money and do something with it.
Okay.
So it's not a bad thing.
Because it's like, is that giving away your property so that somebody else can have it? I never understood that.
But it's not giving it away. You're actually getting a whole lot of money. So imagine you get $800 million they're getting for half of between $800 and $900 million. Now you can invest and buy a whole lot of other things that could be worth $3 billion.
Got you. Because I just always wondered that.
Yeah, so it just depends on what you decide to do with that money. And so if you want to get that cash now and do something and invest and then make way more money off of that.
I need cash now.
Then why not? All right, now Cardi B and Offset are in McDonald's Valentine's Day meal. They have their own theme meal, and so some leaked footage came out.
I thought they were fighting at McDonald's.
No, they were not fighting at McDonald's.
I was like, what is going on?
So they recently filmed a TV spot for McDonald's, and so it looks like now, I saw this picture of somebody, I guess, that worked there. Mm-hmm. There's a big poster of the two of them, and you can see they have their own Valentine's Day themed meal.
Cool. I thought they were
the Cardi B and Offset meal. You want to see it?
Yeah,
let's see a High C orange and Coke.
Oh, okay.
It's cute or whatever.
Cute.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with that.
Tangy barbecue. Okay. All right, now Kyrie Irving. He had some things to say since being traded to the Mavericks on Sunday. He met with media for the first time yesterday, and here's what he had to say about his time with the Brooklyn Nets and the issues that he had.
We probably could go through the timeline of all the reports since I first came into Brooklyn. But the greatest lesson I can share with you that I learned from signing in Brooklyn for free agency is I wish I would have got to know the people that were behind the organization. I went in there and was just a kid with a dream on my mind with KD, and we wanted to bring a championship to a young organization. They were only around for 6 years. But when things start to change and you're not getting transparency and honesty from people in the front office or people around you, I don't know what person feels comfortable or confident in that type of environment. It's water under the bridge now. I wish them well, left them in fourth place. I did what I was supposed to do.
He said he needs healthy boundaries.
Well, it's true. I don't know. It seems like every team he goes to, there's something going on. But that's the truth. You want some transparency. What's wrong with that? Like, hey, tell me what's going on,
Yeah, he said he does still maintain close relationships with people from Cleveland and Boston.
Yeah, which is cool. But it just seems like I feel like he's like the Terrell Owens of the NBA. Just because it's a team sport, and when you mess the morale up of the team, it's like when you frustrate everybody, it's like, oh, not this guy again. He's so talented too.
And it was such a trying time too with COVID.
Yeah,
it's a different time period for everybody.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. Now, the next segment we have, and I saw some people feel like this is one of their favorite segments already, and we just started this, but it's Tell Us a Secret. Uh-oh. So this is like a confession. You get to call in. Don't have to say your name. Okay. Right. And you just tell us one of your secrets that nobody knows about. It could be about anything. And we're not here to judge you. We're just here to let you vent.
I'll judge.
No, you won't,
okay,
Godfrey.
I won't. My bad.
Okay. 800-292-5150. Call us up and tell us a secret.
Yeah.
Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah. Way Up with Angela Yee.
We turning up.
all the way up.
Oh, okay. Well, we are back. I'll just say it myself. And it is Way Up with Angela Yee. Godfrey's here with me. It's Black History Month.
Yes.
And you know, we love celebrating Black history. Of course. And so one company that I wanted to talk about, they have a $100 million valuation right now. And they've raised more than $25 million from investor Matt Pincus. And that is Atlanta-based music company Love Renaissance. You see them as LVRN all the time. And that company works with Summer Walker, we're Black. They were actually founded by Carlone, Justice Jr., Sean, and Tunde. And two of them are actually rival party promoters. Well, actually, I think all of them were rival party promoters. And they were rivals while students at Georgia State University. But right now what they're trying to do is expand their business overseas. And they're talking about the Middle East and North Africa region. So they said those are the fastest growing in the music industry. And so they want to make sure that they're able to expand. And I think that's amazing to have dope. This company. It's a label. It's a management company. They do so much for their artists. Everybody I know who works with them loves them. They have a distribution deal with Interscope Records. They have a creative space studio in Atlanta. And they have a lot of power and influence, so I love to see it. They also manage Division, and if you know me, you know I love Division. And so they've been doing a lot of great things since Love Renaissance has taken them on as clients too. So there you have it. That's who I would like to honor.
Okay, I have a
Your turn, Godfrey.
You know I love my inventors.
Yes, we do.
So we have a lady by the name of Marie Van Brighton Brown, an American nurse and innovator. In 1966, she invented a video home security system along with her husband, Albert Brown, an electronics technician. All right. And then in the same year, they applied for a patent for their innovative security system, which was granted in 1969. So your ADT, all your home security system, you thank Marie Van Brighton Brown and her husband, Albert Brown. Can you believe it? 1966, a Black woman invented the home security system.
I did not know that.
I know. Isn't that awesome?
I've been having all these issues with my security system at home too. So let's see if we can get that.
Get that
handled. What's her name? Can I call her?
I hope she's around still.
That's one thing we needed to know.
That's right.
But yeah, so again, it is Black History Month. We've been honoring and celebrating a lot of people so far this month, but I feel like there's so many people that we end up missing. Like every day people send me people they're like, oh, you should talk about this person. You should talk about this person. Yeah. So I love the fact that we're able to do that.
Yeah, we got 28 days. Do as many as we can. Or it'll spill over to
as
March.
As many as we can.
We spill over to March. We do it every year, every month.
I feel like we should do this every day. Like just every day, let's honor somebody. Because you love inventors.
Because inventions are what, like I said, push society forward. You need inventions and, cars and planes and, and I will bring that up next week. I'll bring it up about the first car company, which was African American actually before Ford. I'll bring that up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring it up. You'd be surprised. We did a lot of stuff. We were working. Black folks were building the country. So there's a lot of inventions that happen, especially when you want to be more efficient. It makes sense.
Well, we do have a Black inventor coming up today, by the way, for Wealth Wednesdays.
Yes, we do.
And this is so funny because he's a friend of both of ours.
Yes.
Jon Laster.
Jon Laster, funny comedian.
He's a comedian, and he has come up with this app, and I think this is very also suitable for Black History Month to talk about this. But the app is called Blapp.
Blapp. BLAPP. Black app. Black. With a fist. Blapp. It sounds like when somebody's describing a fight. Yeah, so I ducked him, right? Blapp. Hit him right in his mouth.
And with Blapp, this is actually something that I think fits in with everything that we're talking about when we're talking about inventors. And technology is really important when it comes to creating economic empowerment.
Yes.
And so Jon Laster has done just that. And he doesn't even have a background in this. But I always talk about tapping into your network. And that's what he was able to do to be able to create this app. And what I love about it is that it celebrates Black-owned businesses.
Yes.
And so he's going to tell us a lot more about it, about how he came up with the idea, how he got it done. Because I think sometimes we feel like in order to get something done, you have to have a ton of money.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people get intimidated because they go, you see like the Elon Musks and all these people, they got billions of dollars and you're sitting there, man, I got $1,000. What am I going to invest in? You literally get intimidated monetarily. That's what happens.
And one thing that I always tell people, if you go to school, and whether or not you go to college, whatever, but that network that you can build from when you're in school, a lot of times, and I learned this, you have to tap back into that network. So when it comes time for you to raise money or partner with somebody, or if you have an idea, the whole point of you doing that, like school, I think to me was like one of the biggest networking experiences for me. When I got out, I was able to get a lot of texts from people who I actually came up with.
That's cool.
In the
and they
game.
actually were people of their word, too. That is important, too, when people actually come through for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And sometimes they're scared to ask. So we're going to let Jon Laster tell the story of how he was able to get funding.
Yes.
For his app. What made him even come up with this app? Because this was also something that during the time of the pandemic, I feel like a lot of us got creative.
We got super creative. And I was listening to Damon Dash during the COVID, and he was just like, you know what? This is you know how Damon is. He goes, they say, Damon, he was on live with somebody. He said, so what you gonna do? He said, what you think I'm gonna do? You know, what we need to do is we creators right now. You know, everybody got their hands down. Everybody's in the house. It's our time.
Yeah.
The creators need to create, and they need to show themselves. If you ain't doing that, you're wasting your time. I was like, right on.
I mean, even from me starting my coffee company and opening a coffee shop, I did that during the pandemic because I finally had a little bit of time. I was coming up with ideas. I was outside walking around. That was inspirational for me in my neighborhood in Brooklyn and Bed-Stuy. I never get a chance to really walk around like that.
I love cafes.
And so I was doing that all the time. And that's how I came up with an idea. So up next, we got our guy, Jon Laster, comedian, founder of the app.
Blapp!
That's called Blapp. And we're going to talk about all of those things on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah.
Now back. Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
Yes, Way Up with Angela Yee on a Wednesday, as in Wealth Wednesday, with my guy Godfrey.
Yes.
Godfrey. I was looking at this whole thing. Jay-Z actually sat down with Elliott Wilson for Tidal, and he was talking about how he doesn't like being photographed. We see, like, whenever the paparazzi's around, he's like,
he
put it
doesn't
down.
like it at all.
Yeah, and he was saying that we don't come from that school. We come from the don't you ever record us school. What are your thoughts on people, like, photographing and recording you?
Well, first of all, paparazzi's old. That's been around for a long time, so you're not going to stop them from doing that.
Especially if you're out somewhere and you know
paparazzi. I mean, you're fake. It's like, this is what we ask for. It's what you ask for, and it's gonna. If people are gonna take their pictures, they're gonna record you. There's nothing you can really do about it.
But
You're
sometimes
Jay-Z.
it's disrespectful if you're like eating and somebody's like secretly recording you.
Oh,
That's
they do
too
that all the
much.
time.
Yeah.
They do that. I'm sure they do it to you. They do it all the time.
Yeah, if I'm on the train, they'll be like, "Oh, we took a."
When we're on stage, what people are like recording jokes. They tell you now with comedy clubs now they make you put
in the pouch.
Yeah, Chappelle
Don't take it out.
Of that, you know. So yeah,
that was interesting. I just was looking at that whole story. But we do have Wealth Wednesday. Our guy Jon Laster, speaking of comedy clubs.
Yes,
he's going to be joining us for Wealth Wednesday, talking about his app. It's called Blapp. And it helps you find black-owned businesses.
It's dope. I use it. It's awesome.
In your area.
And it's for everybody. Remember,
for everybody.
When you hear, a lot of times when people hear black-owned or black something, they don't think they're included. It means that you're included. It means it's just black-owned because we just like to celebrate black-owned businesses because a lot of times black-owned business owners get the short end of the stick as far as loans and the whole nine. Just the way the system has been set up.
Yeah.
So that's why when we say black-owned, it means everybody.
Come support. We don't get the capital that we need to get.
Yeah.
It's statistically
It's just like you support black music, support black businesses. Yeah? Okay?
Okay. All right. Well, let's do it. Jon Laster, Blapp. That's going to be a solution for all of us on Wealth Wednesdays on Way Up with Angela Yee when we come back. Godfrey has been co-hosting with me, and today we have Jon Laster on. He's a fellow comedian.
Jon Laster.
Yes.
And so what I love about Jon is not only is he a comedian, but he's also an entrepreneur, and he's in tech.
Yes.
So let's talk about this app that you have, and then we're going to deep dive back into Jon Laster's history.
Yes. The comedy clubs was closed for a year. I created a geolocated app. It also has a lot of online businesses, so it'll let you know where anything is around you. You just have to open it up. You don't even have to think. And it takes 30 seconds to download. If you don't download it, you ain't called Blapp. Blapp.
Now, why the name Blapp?
You know what's crazy is people be asking me all the time, what does it stand for? It don't stand for shit.
A black app?
That's what I started saying.
Yeah.
I started lying. I started lying to people. I'm like, it stands for half black, half app. But that fits, right? Black.
I thought it was like a sound that brothers make when they're describing fights. So yeah, my black came out, black, hit him dead in his mouth.
Black.
Yeah, but it's a pretty cool app. I downloaded it, and wherever you're at, you pop it up. Black-owned businesses pop up everywhere, and it's for everyone.
Absolutely.
Remember Killer Mike had that show where he was trying to buy black?
Oh, yeah. That was
on Netflix.
That was rough. That was rough.
The whole show.
Yeah. He could pull that off on Blapp though, and we're adding more businesses every day. So there's thousands of online businesses that's coming on.
That's awesome.
More and more. So if you got a small business, definitely add your business in the back of Blapp.
So it's nationwide.
Oh yeah, it works around the world.
Oh, around the whole world?
Oh yeah, it works in Toronto, it works in Montreal, it works in Amsterdam, it works in London.
That's so great. It's worldwide.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay,
we did the damn thing. It's Google technology. Google knows where it is everywhere.
So how did you get into the world of tech? Because we all know that a lot of people who are becoming rich right now are investing into tech. And so for you, what knowledge did you have? What did you have to get together in order to even make this happen?
Tech is where all the goddamn money is. But the knowledge that I had is I know that I don't know shit. So I called some people who do know shit. You know what I mean? I made a phone call to Silicon Valley and the rest, jumped off from there. My homegirl actually that started it with me, her name is Margot. We went to high school together and she had some dinner guests over and she was talking about what she wanted to do. Her husband was a little bubbly. So he keeps saying, you're not going to believe what she's working on. She was like, fall back. It's going to be a minute. And the dude across the table was like, hey, tell your friend I'll do it for free. So my boy
developed the app for free for you.
Yeah. So he made me a proof of concept, didn't charge me a penny. His wife's black, his kids are black. My guy, Matt, great guy. And so during his downtime while we were all locked down, he got me to a proof of concept and then we handed it off to, to put the, you saw the prototype.
I did. I saw the prototype. I was able to put the app on the prototype and see what that was going to be like. What sector do you see on Blapp that it's hardest to find a category of black owned businesses?
What sector? I think, to be flagrantly honest with you, I would say all sectors, and it's because we don't know. Take, for example, if we were sitting here and I asked you guys to name 3 black-owned ice creams.
Mm-hmm.
There's Mike's. This guy named Mike, he has an ice cream place there.
But do you see that? And we're educated people that look to support black-owned, and we don't know.
Yeah.
People don't know Tyra has an ice cream.
Really
People don't know E40 has an ice cream.
I don't know E40 has an ice cream.
That's my point, and that's what Blapp is there to do, to start exposing.
Has an ice cream.
Yes.
I know he has wine.
Goon with a spoon.
I know he got his Earl Stevens wine.
Yes, he's got plenty of wine. But I'm saying people don't know that.
Right.
There's so many things. So now what I've been doing is trying to have free lunch Fridays. So if you're in a black-owned joint, jump on my IG on Blapp the app and I'll buy your lunch. So we having free lunch Fridays on Blapp. I'm also
gonna buy them lunch.
I'll buy their lunch if they're in a black-owned joint. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Start encouraging people
everybody?
to eat. Whoever's on the live.
It's lunch. 1,000 people need lunch.
No,
whoever's like a soup kitchen.
Whoever's on the live, whoever comes on my live, if you know what I'm saying, if you're out with your folks, then I'll get you lunch. But one of the other things that I've been doing is getting with this my guy. His name is Your Friend Charles. And he just reviews liquors. Mm-hmm. We spend a lot of money on liquor. My first purchase on Blapp was at a liquor store. I was buying my homegirl.
I was going to say, I bet you don't drink, John.
I don't.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I stopped drinking.
When he said that, I was like, now, wait a minit.
John, stop. John, stop. Uh-oh. I said, no, John, no. Please, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yo, both of y'all know.
John to hug you 8 times in one sitting?
Both of y'all know pre-stop drinking John. Blapp will quickly go to crap. We go from Blapp to crap up in this joint.
Slap to bring you back.
Nah, I wouldn't be in the tech business if I was still drinking. So yeah.
Okay, so the first purchase you said was in a liquor store?
Liquor store, yeah. It was my homegirl's birthday, and I was going to go to this wine stop across the street, and she was like, no, why don't you try the app? And all I had was a prototype back then. Mm-hmm. And I went to the liquor store, bought 2 bottles of liquor, walked out of the liquor store, and I thought to myself, damn, if we could ever get 1 million people on this app, and they did exactly what I did, that would be 50 million. If they never use the app again the rest of their life, that would be $50 million in black registers. And I was like, I realized what the impact of it could be, and I just started bawling. I was like, oh, this is what they're going to put on my tombstone. Mm-hmm. Not the comedy or the basketball, none of that. This is going to be up. But it's growing now.
Get a black-owned tombstone for you.
Get a black-owned tombstone. Find me a casket on Blapp.
Not hard to find a black funeral home, don't worry.
Oh, yeah, you goddamn right about that. Yeah, I don't need to put them on there.
I know.
So let me ask you this, John. You talked about how you had somebody who actually was able to get everything together for you for free. How much would something like that cost?
You know what's so funny? I asked him. It's funny that you said that because when we were making the app, I wasn't going to go the route that he went. He's the one that put the Google technology in there. I was going to do what all the apps that you see now do. None of them have what we have. But I was going to do the same thing that they did, and I figured I could get it out to more people. So I said, yo, how much would it cost to do it my way? You going to do it for free? Okay, whatever. I don't want to gamble, because it was a gamble. No one had ever done this before.
Yeah.
I said, how much would it cost to do it the way that I want to do it? He said about $50,000. And I was like, let's try it your way.
Let's do your way.
Let's. You know what? Let's try your way. Let's roll the dice on this one. And but it worked. It panned out. But it would probably cost around $50,000. But I will say this: I was just with. It's funny. My guys own Squire, which is a black-owned barbershop app. All black-owned barbershops. You can schedule your appointment, pay through the app. So it's just super convenient. But Squire, those guys. I was just with co-founders of Squire yesterday, and we were talking about that we're going to be the first ones through the door. So we need to start trying to find ways to be in touch so that when other people are coming up behind us, we can let them know where the money is, how to do things. And I've started like this little thing at my crib where I'm doing Diary of a Tech Founder. So I can tell people about, you know what I mean, all the things that I'm going through. So the next person that comes through don't have to make the same mistakes I did.
When it comes to stand-up and you doing Blapp, have you been able to incorporate things that have happened into your stand-up?
Absolutely. I'm telling, all types of jokes. Yo, I just got robbed by a developer. He stole $20,000 from me.
Wait, an app developer?
An app developer.
So how did he hack you or something?
No, you know what they do is he was making up all this code that he was writing, but he was, I know.
Because we don't know.
I know, exactly. What do I do?
He's like a tech stick-up kid.
Yes, he's a tech stick-up kid.
You don't have to do it physically.
Oh, man, little tech thug, man. And where we from, man, if somebody steal $20,000 from you, go see him. You know what I'm saying?
So how does this work? So people that are listening know if they're trying to do something like this.
Yeah, hit me. Yo, if you are listening and you're trying to start something in tech, hit me up. I respond to emails. I want to help every young black person trying to get done. Please hit. I will respond back to you DMing me.
But how did he rip you off?
He's making up code that he's writing, and I'm getting the bills for it. 20, yes, and he's in Georgia. Why the him up? And I'm not talking about Atlanta. He's in the country of Georgia. Man. You know what I'm saying?
How did you find out he was?
Oh, you get the bill. So first of all, everybody else's bill, we're all working on the same project, right? And then everybody else's bill is like $2,000 and his bill is $15,000. You know what I mean? Then he did it again. And it was like, oh, come on, homie. But he's still like, yeah. So, but I do talk about that on stage.
Okay, well, we've all been scammed at some point when it comes to coming up with an idea. But when we come back, we'll have more with Jon Laster, comedian, but the founder of the app called Blapp on Way Up with Angela Yee for Wealth Wednesdays.
Turn it all the way up. Angela Yee is way up.
Wealth Wednesdays, I love talking about finances and entrepreneurship. We have Jon Laster joining us. He's a comedian, but he's also the founder of the app called Blapp. He's also friends with Godfrey. So, Godfrey, you have a question?
How many people do you have on the Blapp so far? How many people?
How many businesses or downloads?
Businesses or downloads. That's it.
Both of them are at around 50,000. There's over 50,000 businesses, and we just hit 50,000. There's
over 50,000 businesses.
Yes.
And you have 50,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just got. So we did a focus group with these kids at Berkeley, and it was a almost icon by icon, screen by screen analysis of what people liked and didn't like about the app. Once I make them changes, then we'll probably double.
What did people not like?
You know what? People, I found out, really want, yo, John, where are the deals?
Oh, that's a good one.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I like a deal.
Yo.
I like that on my food.
Yes,
so
really.
So
the feedback they gave me was
deals.
The feedback they gave me, I'm not going to give it all up because somebody might be listening and be trying to out-hustle me. But I'll say this. The stuff that they gave me was priceless.
Yeah, that's true. I would have said that too because that's a great incentive for me. If I'm ordering food or doing something and I see today you get $5 off,
Yes.
If there's some type of discount involved.
So once I incorporate all that, then I'll double the size of the app.
And what do people like the most about it?
People love that you don't have to think. People want to help, but you got to help me help you. Right. I'm not going out of my way to help your ass. So people love the idea that you can open up Blapp and be like, oh, I don't have to pass legislation. I don't have to march. I could just order lunch and do my part. or I can order cupcakes, or I can go to a black-owned liquor store. I can. Valentine's Day's coming up. We got florists on here. You go and buy flowers. You don't give a fuck.
Doesn't have to buy flowers.
Man, I ain't got nothing. Nobody. Nothing. Everybody been blocked and kicked out.
Let me tell you
all
something.
All these bum chicks. You're done.
That makes two of us.
Oh, we have nothing. We are. Even when I walk down the street, you can tell I ain't got nobody.
And sometimes people build things to sell it. So for you, is Blapp something that you feel like I want to keep this and keep it going and be forever involved, or do you think to yourself, one day I'm gonna cash out and?
Yeah, I would cash out by the end of this goddamn conversation if I could. It is so much goddamn work. I
understand that too.
People have no idea. When you look at these simple ass apps, but Godfrey, no, I'm probably working 12, 16 hours a day on this thing.
Man.
I think that the thing for me, my goal, my North Star, is to change people's habits. If we could get Blapp out there and people began to change their habits, right, and you could tell by the data, then what do you need with me? I want people, when they think about buying their Valentine's Day flowers, to think, hey, let me check Blapp. Right. As long as that thought crosses through people's head, as long as it becomes a part of people's thought process when they're spending, you need with me for.
Okay. All right, well, we love to see it. Jon Laster, tell people how they can find you.
Hit me at He Was Funny. First of all, download Blapp. Do that.
Okay.
First and foremost, and then hit me at He Was Funny. Follow me at He Was Funny. And jump on
Why He Was Funny?
I know. Somebody has He Is Funny. Some unhilarious mother has He Is Funny. That's why.
He was funny.
Oh, whack ass. You know what I mean? Yeah, I am funny, but somebody got that too. So He Was Funny. Follow Blapp the app. Do that too. And you know what? Like I said, follow me on Blapp the app. We doing free lunch Fridays, yo.
And do you have some type of thing where people can also invest?
Yeah. Yo, you know what? If you want to email me at Hello Blapp, we're taking accredited investors. The window's closing because you know what? This is going to sound crazy. I just got a partnership with Google.
Oh.
Okay.
I know. The game is about to change.
You ain't tell us why you ain't leaving.
I know. I just got 2 weeks ago, got a partnership with Google. But they are all in. So thank you, Google.
Nice.
So if you're going to invest, now is a good time before that window closes.
Yes, because there's a program that they trying to get me in, and I'll know that probably in the next 10 days. So it's got to happen pretty quick because I'm not going to say, but that window will be closed.
Okay.
Yeah, but things are going good. Things are going unbelievably good for Blapp.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you and Godfrey will be hanging out with each other on Valentine's Day.
Pause. We just went from Blapp to crap up in here.
Jon Laster, thank you so much. Wealth Wednesdays.
I love you guys.
Thank you, Godfrey.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Well, that was Wealth Wednesdays with our good friend Jon Laster. And when we come back, 800-292-5150 is the number. It's Ask Ye. Any questions that you have, we are here to help. It could be about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
It's Wealth Wednesday.
Wealth Wednesday.
Or it also could be about relationships. You know, Valentine's Day is next week.
Yes.
And
wealth is health. Wealth is love. Wealth is all the good stuff.
All right. Good stuff on the Way Up with Angela Yee.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
You should know.
This is Ask Ye.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for Ask Ye. Godfrey and I are here to answer all of your questions. Now, this person is anonymous.
Yes.
Okay, what's your question, darling?
I just wanted to say congrats on the show. I'm a big fan of Lip Service too.
Thank you.
But my question is, of course, I'm in a relationship right now with someone who I've been with for a year, but we are having problems in the bed. I'm starting to think he has ED, and I'm currently seeing someone else as well on the side, and I'm having a better experience with them, but they're kind of playing some games. Sometimes they don't text me back right away, and it's like, what are we doing? What is this? But I like it better in the bed with him versus my actual boyfriend. So I don't know what to do. I really care about my boyfriend.
How long you been with your boyfriend?
A year.
How long you been messing with this dude?
3 months.
Sometimes when it's new, it's all exciting. Because what if after a year you mess with him and he starts to not work anymore? Maybe you're getting bored. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's always, every time it's new, it's always great.
But let's talk about his erectile dysfunction, because you do really like your boyfriend, right?
I do. And at first it was really good, but then out of nowhere, it just started getting bad.
Erectile dysfunction. What if it's you?
No, don't do
No,
that.
I'm saying, no. That's not putting her down. What if he's already you and his thing ain't working and it's working for someone else? Like you might be having sex with another person now. You are, right? So what if he's having sex with another person? He just gets soft when he sees you. I'm just saying.
God, we don't put this back on her.
No, don't put it back on her, but the softness could be her.
Now let's talk about this though. Was he diagnosed? Has he gone to the doctor to see what the issue is?
Nope.
He hasn't. I'm too scared to tell him, but I've done my own research on what, is kind of matching up, and it leads to that.
What's going on in his real life? Does he have some issues? Does he have extra stress? Is his diet changing?
He does have some really serious stuff going on, and I feel bad. That's why I even feel bad thinking like this, because he does have some real going on.
Right. Well, that's okay. But let me say this. First of all, if you care about him as a person and you know he has some really serious things going on, I think you need to help him tackle that, whether or not you're going to be with him. Cheating on him, if he finds that out, by the way, that's going to crush him, especially because he has so much going on. Now,
yeah, I also have just one more question. Mm-hmm. There's an odor problem, and I don't know how to bring it up.
So his penis stinks?
Yes.
He might have an STD. There's something going on here.
No.
He doesn't clean himself?
Oh, God. I would hope so, but
wait, what part is what part?
What did she say?
It's the foreskin. The foreskin.
Oh, so is he circumcised?
He's not cleaning under the carpet.
Okay, so he has schmegma.
He has schmegma, and I don't know how to tell him.
You ever go, hey, your schmegma stinks.
I mean, look.
Hey, what is that? Velvet?
If you care about him at all, it's only going to help him. You want to help him, period, whether or not he's with you.
What is that smell? It smells like schmegma. What is that?
Want to help him. I just don't want to be the one to tell him and hurt his feelings.
Well, who else is going to tell him if not you?
You should go.
I know.
You should go.
I need to.
What is this? Is this me? You should do you first. Go. Is that me?
Because if it was you, wouldn't you want him to tell you that you smell?
Yes, I would for sure. But I don't know. I just don't want to hurt his ego by saying, your smells. Sorry, I didn't mean to say.
Just say, what is that? Velvet.
That's a temporary hurt, though. That is something that is okay, because it could be a health issue. And that's something that he needs to know and handle and take care of, because that could grow into something worse.
You just say, hey, you're not circumcised, so I think that that's what you do. You have to do it you're not circumcised, and usually, and then, Google something, go, look, there's a thing that they say that people who are circumcised get this velvet. What is that? Schmegma.
And maybe you can let's clean it together, and you can pull back the turtleneck and clean under it for him and show him the proper way to do it.
The turtleneck, yeah. Tell him to wash the turtleneck.
I can't be the one to clean it.
No. Dip it in some solution.
You do have to tell him, as somebody that cares about someone, sometimes you have to have those hard conversations.
Yeah, you got to do that.
There's a lot of different layers here. But I don't feel like you guys are going to end up together. You don't even want to talk to him and tell him and be honest with him about things about your man. And you're seeing somebody else who you like better in the bedroom.
Well, after this, it's not him.
Yo, you got to tell him about this foreskin. Is the guy you're doing it with, does he have foreskin? Does he have foreskin, the other guy?
No, he's circumcised.
Yeah, tell her. That's what you say. The guy I'm messing with ain't got the foreskin, and you got the foreskin, so I know it's the smell of the foreskin.
Okay, well, good luck with that, girl, but you got to let him know, at the least.
Yeah.
I will. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Okay.
Well, that was Ask Yee, and I told you we will answer any question, right, Godfrey?
Yes, we will.
All right, well, 800-292-5150 is the number if you have any questions for Ask Yee, and when we come back, we have the last words on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn it up. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
We up, baby. Way Up with Black Girl Sunscreens. Make it pop. SPF 50 Sunglass. You can have popping and protected lips all in one product. Love the skin? You're in with Black Girl Sunscreen. An SPF made by and for people of color. Nothing looks better in your 50s than SPF in your 30s. Wear Black Girl Sunscreen to fight fine lines and wrinkles. Remember to stay moisturized and protect your skin. Buy yours now at blackgirlsunscreen.com or at your favorite store across the U.S.
Stacking up them bags. Get money, get the bag, and win $1,000 all day, every weekday.
Oh my God!
We ain't bringing none of that negative energy into the new year, including them bills. We trying to get you paid with a bag of cash.
Say some bill, take a trip, something.
Listen here or on the free iHeartRadio app for your chance to get this money.
I'ma get the bag. Throwing money on them.
Win every weekday, only here.
Pioneer Supermarkets are home to Avenue A products and weekly savings in your area. To shop online, find inspiration for the next meal, or to find your nearest Pioneer Supermarket, visit pioneersupermarkets.com, where food and family meet. That's pioneersupermarkets.com.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Macy's. The Yanks will get a look at two of their top prospects during spring training. Infielder Anthony Volpe and outfielder Jason Dominguez are among the Bombers' non-roster invitees. Applications are open for the New York City Marathon. The world's largest marathon can accommodate just 50,000 runners, so most of the spots are filled by lottery. And LeBron James' jersey from last night's record-setting game could fetch big bucks if it hits the auction block, with a value of more than $3 million. I'm Scott Davidson.
Join Macy's in support of UNCF. Now through February 28th. Give online today or
sessions to help kickstart your 2023 job search. It's an excellent opportunity to define your career goals and perfect your resume. Book now at careerbuilder.com/BIN.
Every week on Revolt Black News. Want to know what's going on with current events, politics, and leaders we actually care about? We've got you covered. Tune in Thursdays at 9 p.m. on Revolt on Spectrum.
All the radio stations you love. Every playlist to match your mood. The podcast that everyone's talking about. If it's on the iHeartRadio app, it's free. Download.
We all the way up with Angela Yee.
It's a major move right here, baby. You gotta get with it to get lost. You understand?
Yeah. Young Lord, reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia, Decatur, West Grace. And I want all my sexy ladies to report to the dance floor immediately. We gon' golden glide this one, y'all. Big Grease.
Yeah. Right off the back, man, the boy got dollars, so women come frequent like flight mileage. It ain't no secret. I might holler, but I ain't gon' sweat you, baby. I'ma let you catch up with your gang. Run faster, don't let them lose you, cause I ain't gon' bless you unless you feel a little desperate. Send a text message.
Way Up with Angela Yee is on. Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, Way Up with Angela Yee. Last word, 800-292-5150. The phone line should be working soon for people to be able to leave these messages. But Godfrey,
yo,
I enjoyed these first 3 days of Way Up with Angela Yee with you.
Good. 3 is the magic number. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is.
This was awesome. I wish it was I was the whole week, but I got to be out to Canada this
Edmonton?
week. Edmonton comic strip in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, from the 9th through the 11th. And then the following week is Addison Improv in Dallas. Addison Improv, February 17th through the 19th. So, but I think the rest of February, I can do the whole, like,
whole
week.
Black History Month stuff.
I can do the whole week. I'm going to come as much until you kick me out.
Okay.
Until you go, thanks, Godfrey. Bye. Thanks for your services. Bye.
Is that how I talk?
No.
Okay, well, don't do that.
Okay.
Listen, I was looking up some things for you because you were having this whole thing about schmegma. Do you know what it is?
What schmegma? Is it like dirt? Is it like, what is it?
Well, it's like bacteria.
It's very Yiddishy. Schmegma. Like schwitzen. Schwitzen means you're
the way
sweating.
It sounds.
Schwitz,
Okay.
There's schwoogie.
So it's a combination
chutzpah.
of fatty oils, shed skin cells, and moisture like sweat.
Schmegma. It sounds very Yiddishy, like a schmeg. Hey, there's a lot of schmegma here. Get the schmegma out. You hear me? A lot of schmegma.
Do you know that women get that too?
Oh, of course.
I just thought it was a man thing.
No, but you guys might have flaps.
All right. Well, good hygiene, guys. Make sure for everybody listening during Ask Yee, one of our listeners called in, and the guy she's dating, her boyfriend, has schmegma.
She had it smells in here. It smells like sour hot dogs. What is that? Velvet?
Sour hot dogs.
Taste the soup. I don't want to taste the soup. It smells weird.
Well, I just want to advise everybody to make sure you lift up any wrinkles and make sure you get in there and get those cells.
Yo, washcloths, everybody. dig in and scrub. What's wrong with these people?
It's also okay to just scrub with your fingers and your hands and things like that.
No. You get a washcloth, a white one, to see how filthy you are. Stop using colored washcloths, okay? Because you don't know how dirty you are.
Although now in hotels, I noticed they have black washcloths for women for makeup. So when you take the makeup,
you can see how much. Yeah.
No, so that it doesn't get on a white washcloth. You take your makeup off with a black washcloth.
But when you're washing yourself, you need a white washcloth to really see how much schmegma you have. You dirty.
We're so scared of what Godfrey's going to say.
That's right.
Okay, Godfrey.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
My goodness.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Well, anyway, we had a good time with you, like I was saying. And I do want to give a big congratulations to Notori and to Lewis. They're having a baby. They just announced it in People. So I want to congratulate them. I love them. Amazing couple. I was in their wedding.
You're in everybody's everything. You're
no, I wasn't. I haven't been in a wedding in a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in Atlanta.
I did a wedding, and it was terrible. I did comedy for a wedding. It was
You did
horrible.
comedy for a wedding?
I never do it
This
again.
isn't going to last. You wouldn't.
The grandmother's like, don't say that. I'm like, oh, jeez. I'm done.
We just said that to you here. That's so funny.
I didn't know. I'm trying to be as safe as I can.
Well, it's not working.
What is that, velvet?
We have this thing called a dump button here, and so every time, because this is live, Godfrey says something.
No, I didn't say anything crazy. I didn't know what.
Don't say it again.
I didn't know those words were bad. I didn't know.
Okay. Well, now, and then you said it 5 times after they told you
I
don't
didn't
say
know.
it. So we have to keep on dumping.
Schmegma was the same as this.
No, it's
nothing.
Not. Okay.
Gotcha.
Well, anyway, so this is today's last words, and of course, it was Wealth Wednesday. Thank you to Jon Laster.
Yes,
who
Johnny.
came through with us. Make sure you guys download his app, Blapp. I just love what he's doing.
Please
he
do
did
that.
it because he saw a need, and so there you have it.
And study those black history every day, guys.
Every
all the time.
day.
It's American history.
We're making history every day
Let's
here,
do
guys.
that. We're making history right
It's
now.
way up with Angela Yee, and thank you, Godfrey. We'll see
You're
you next
welcome.
week,
Yes,
okay?
you will.
Study the guide on what not to say.
I will.
Way Up with Angela Yee.
We turning up.
Way up.
Hey.